When people talk about Toyota hybrids, the focus is usually on savings, lower fuel use, fewer repairs, and long-term reliability. And over a 10-year period, that reputation is mostly true. But the real cost of ownership is not always found in scheduled maintenance. It is found in how the vehicle is used when it is not moving. Because over time, small habits when the car is parked begin to shape how the electrical system ages. One of the most overlooked habits is staying in accessory mode for too long. At first, it feels harmless. The engine is off, you are not driving, and everything seems normal. You might be listening to music, charging devices, or waiting inside the car. But internally, the system is not operating the way most owners assume. In accessory mode, the hybrid system is only partially active. It is not managing energy flow the way it does in ready mode. That means the entire electrical load shifts to one component, the 12-volt battery. And over a 10-year ownership cycle, that becomes significant. Unlike the high-voltage hybrid battery that supports driving, the 12-volt battery is smaller and more sensitive to repeated discharge. It powers the vehicle's computers, electronics, and startup systems, and in many Toyota hybrids, it is compactly placed in the trunk area. So when accessory mode is used repeatedly for long periods, the 12-volt system slowly takes the strain. Not immediately, but gradually over years. That slow drain becomes part of long-term ownership cost. Not through sudden failure, but through reduced battery life and increasing chances of electrical issues later on. Most drivers never connect this habit to maintenance cost. They assume hybrid systems are always protected, even when parked. But that assumption is where long-term wear quietly begins. And to understand why this happens, you need to look at how Toyota actually expects the system to be used when the vehicle is left running or waiting. Toyota hybrids are designed around one principle: the system should manage itself. In ready mode, that's exactly what happens. The hybrid system actively balances power between the high-voltage battery, the engine, and the 12-volt system. If energy drops too low, the engine starts automatically to restore balance. When it's not needed, it shuts back off. Everything is automated. A similar misunderstanding happens when drivers shift into neutral while waiting at long traffic lights. On the surface, it seems harmless. Some drivers believe it reduces strain on the hybrid system or keeps things rested. Others simply carry over habits from conventional cars. But in a Toyota hybrid, neutral changes how the system operates. One of the key advantages of Toyota's hybrid design is constant energy management. When the vehicle is in drive and stopped, the system can still monitor battery levels, support electrical loads, and decide when to start the engine if charging is needed. The moment you shift into neutral, that ability is reduced. In neutral, the hybrid system cannot properly manage or recharge the high-voltage battery under load. So, if you are sitting in heavy traffic with AC running, lights on, and electronics active, the battery continues supplying power without being actively supported the same way it would be in drive. For short stops, this makes little difference. But the issue appears when neutral is used repeatedly in long traffic situations, jams, delays, or extended idle periods. Over time, this unnecessary drain can push the battery into lower states of charge more often than intended, creating avoidable stress on the system. In rare cases where charge drops too low, warning messages can appear, and the vehicle may require intervention to restore normal operation. Toyota's safeguards are strong, but the system was never designed for extended periods in neutral. The better approach is simple. When stopped in traffic, keep the vehicle in drive with your foot on the brake. That allows the hybrid system to continue managing energy properly in the background. And over years of ownership, that difference matters. Not because it causes instant damage, but because it prevents slow, repeated strain that adds up over time. So if you're finding value in understanding how small driving habits can quietly affect your Toyota hybrid over the long run, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more content like this, and leave a comment sharing your experience or questions about your hybrid. Where Toyota hybrid maintenance cost really starts to shift over a 10-year period is not just daily driving, but long periods of inactivity. When a hybrid is left parked for days, weeks, or even months, the system does not simply pause. It continues to age slowly in the background, especially at the battery level. The high-voltage battery performs best when it stays in a moderate charge range, not fully charged and not near empty. Over long storage periods, keeping it at extreme levels can gradually affect cell balance and long-term efficiency. Temperature also plays a major role. Heat is one of the biggest long-term stress factors for hybrid batteries. Even when the vehicle is not being driven, high ambient temperatures can accelerate internal chemical aging over time. That is why parking conditions matter more than most owners realize. Another common mistake is the idea that starting the vehicle occasionally is enough to keep it healthy. In reality, short startups do very little. They don't fully cycle or properly balance the hybrid battery system. If a vehicle will be stored for an extended period, occasional driving is far more effective than simply turning it on and letting it idle for a few minutes. But the key point is this: Toyota hybrids are already designed to handle reasonable downtime. The real damage usually comes from improper storage habits, not from the storage itself. And over a 10-year ownership timeline, these periods of inactivity can quietly influence overall battery health and long-term performance more than most driving conditions. Over a 10-year ownership period, some Toyota hybrid owners spend more on maintenance than necessary, not because the vehicle is unreliable, but because of common misconceptions about how it should be maintained. One of the most common examples is oil changes. Many owners believe changing the oil much earlier than Toyota recommends provides extra protection. The logic seems reasonable, but modern Toyota hybrid engines are designed around specific service intervals. Because the hybrid system shares the workload with the electric motors, the engine often operates under less stress than many drivers realize. As a result, excessively early oil changes usually add cost without providing a meaningful benefit. Another often overlooked source of repair costs has nothing to do with maintenance at all: rodent damage. A parked vehicle provides warmth, shelter, and protection, making it an attractive nesting spot for mice, rats, and other small animals. At the same time, modern hybrids contain far more wiring and electronic systems than older vehicles. Even minor damage to a single wire can trigger warning lights, communication faults, or other electrical issues. What makes rodent damage especially frustrating is that the vehicle may have been perfectly healthy when it was parked. The problem often goes unnoticed until the next time it is driven. Fortunately, prevention is usually much easier than repair. Periodically inspecting the engine bay and keeping the surrounding area free of food sources and debris can significantly reduce the risk. And that highlights one of the most important lessons about Toyota hybrid ownership. The vehicles themselves are built to last, but some of the biggest expenses come from avoidable maintenance habits, environmental risks, and simple misunderstandings about proper care. Understanding those differences is often what separates a low-cost ownership experience from an expensive one over the course of 10 years. And if you found this breakdown helpful and you want more real-world Toyota hybrid insights like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It helps support more videos, and it keeps you updated with practical tips that actually make a difference in everyday ownership. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.